Seeing, oh, we're live. All right, this is my test here. And now let's just see if this works. This is like putting a putting a genie in a bottle and a bottle in a genie. Okay. Oh my God. I am live streaming on YouTube while sharing my screen on Zoom with Tracy. This is so hi Tracy. How about we do the interview now instead of next Tuesday, because I will be driving to Tucson.
Okay.
Or we can do it again.
Can we
I can
turn
make.
it off and then figure out what we're going to say? And then
Oh no! This is genuine. This is the genuine world of live stream. I'm trying to make it bigger. Okay, there we go.
I want to see you.
Can you see me?
What is your channel?
Oh, you want to watch me live right now?
I want to just see if I can find it.
Oh, it is Muse of Aquarius. MUSCOFAQUARIUS. It's January 31st, 2023. This is the first time I am live streaming on YouTube, and I think this is a fun thing. So, well, Tracy verifies the existence of this live stream and adjusts to the fact that I've thrown her into the frying pan with me. If you follow me on other social media, you know I have no shame, and I will do a live video. And I think that's one of the greatest ways people can get an idea of my energy. So don't look behind me. My office is very messy, but hey, it is what it is. So yeah, we were going to be talking about my upcoming visit to Twinsburg, Ohio, to the Cleveland area in March of this year. The first weekend, I'm going to be there for a few days, and we're going to be offering some very exciting things, very unique, creative, and healing things that I've created and come up with in the past. We are doing a wonderful, very informational and very exciting intuitive crystal healing workshop. I have been working with crystals and gemstones since 2006 professionally. I'm one of the leading teachers of this fantastic new modality called Universal White Time Gemstone Healing in this country. And the unique thing about this particular education is it's taught out there in the universe. It's very advanced by all the higher beings. And one particular person who is the ET contactee has been studying with these advanced beings her entire life. And they worked with her to create this modality that is tailor-made for us to connect more deeply with crystals and gemstones and be able to accelerate our growth, experience healing, and daily management and improving our lives by working with crystals and gemstones. And so I have created this somewhat of an introductory workshop to convey some of the more important aspects of crystal healing and how people can use them personally and professionally to enhance their quality of life. And Tracy we've known each other. We've been friends and colleagues for many years. And I'm so excited to be returning to the Cleveland area and to her community at Twinsburg, at Hot Yoga Twinsburg. So Tracy, do you have anything you'd like to add about the trip that I'm my visitation and all that stuff and what we're doing?
Well, we're doing a Archangel sound meditation, crystal sound meditation on Friday evening, and you can actually experience this meditation that was brought through by you and recorded, and we will be listening to this recording while you will be maybe playing a bowl live, and we will all be experiencing the sound while laying still with a crystal that's infused with a crystal layout. And some people, if they so choose, can decide to be a VIP and actually get the original crystal layout as well during those meditations that were brought through by Bradford several months. I can't remember, when did you actually bring these through originally?
Yes. So that's a very accurate description of what people can experience. So thank you. I'm always interested in if I'm conveying the right information and it's being received. So I have been working with archangels for a very long time. The first time an archangel contacted me was freshman year of college. I had a single dorm room. I didn't have any roommates, and I woke up one night and there was a giant archangel hovering above me with a flaming sword, and they handed me the sword, and I was I imagine it was, they're saying it was Raphael, and Raphael's very very central to my personal healing journey and also my journey of service. Ironically, I haven't written a meditation for Raphael yet. He's just like, he says it'll happen, but I was invited to write a meditation for Archangel Michael years ago for a hypnotherapist as background music for a guided hypnotherapy. And at that time, Archangel Michael came to me directly and channeled through me the music that I created. And after I created that, I thought it was an interesting concept to write a meditation, a musical meditation where an archangel can work through the music to heal the person who's listening to it, or not passively listening, but engaged in a meditative, active listening state. And so I created another one with Archangel Uriel, who I didn't really know very much about until I had this crystal that I purchased, and Uriel came through that crystal and started to communicate and work with me through an actual. Hold on a second. Show and tell. Oh wait, is it here? Yes, it is. I know, a live show and tell. This is the crystal that I bought at a tattoo parlor in the Haight-Ashbury in San Francisco. And but this is the crystal that whenever I use it, Uriel comes and he works through it. And so I decided to work with him to create another meditation. And then with the crystal and Uriel, they started chatting with me, and I realized I could develop a gemstone layout that the person can receive to even further connect with these archangels. So I developed one for Archangel Michael, and I teach it in one of my classes, and it has yielded great results for anyone working with it. They tend to have not just Archangel Michael, but a lot of the other angels and archangels come and they work with the person, or in the session, or in terms of the practitioners who use this layout. They can treat other people and work with the archangels that way. So I did create the two layouts for Archangel Michael and Uriel. And yes, the VIP tickets, you experience the entire layout placed on your body. And other the general admission, there's a particular stone that has the ability to absorb the frequency of all the other stones. So I've used that where the entire frequency of the layout is absorbed into the one stone. So I have two different stones, one for Michael and one for Uriel. And general admission, people can put that one stone during that particular meditation on their heart to access multidimensionally and at the quantum atomic level, the vibration of the archangels. So it's very, very exciting and very special. I don't know anyone else who's doing this ever, anywhere. And it's a wonderful thing. I have the CD. I've released it as the Archangel Meditations, Part 1. And I originally performed the Archangel Experience, or offered the Archangel Experience as a CD release party. And that happened last year. Or was that before COVID? I don't even know. But anyway, that's the one exciting event that I will be offering that's very original. And if you're interested in, if you like sound healing, if you like music, meditation, crystals, gemstones, and archangels, this is a great experience for you. And yeah, during the event, I work with even higher angel beings than archangels, if you can believe that. There are higher beings in existence And I will be bringing them in and asking them to perform a deep healing on everyone in the space as well, with my abilities and initiations I've had in the higher white time healing and other advanced spiritual energy healing trainings. So I'm going to come with a full arsenal of angelic healing power. And so take a second to consider attending, coming with a friend, reserving your space. We have a limited number of VIP spots available. And I look forward to taking you on a wonderful journey through sound and angels and crystals. So.
Yeah, the Archangel Sound Experience is March 3rd from 7 to 9 p.m. And all that information is on my website, hotyogatwinsburg.com. What stone has the ability to infuse all of the other stone energies?
Well, it's
what little nugget was that? Not a secret.
It's not a secret. This knowledge, again, like I mentioned earlier, coming from the advanced beings, they know a lot more about crystals and gemstones than we can learn in any books here by human crystal healers, which are largely intuitive and experientially based. But there's a science behind it. So the auras of the crystals, all the ETs can see all of these things. So it's a Botswana agate. It's a special type of agate from Botswana in Africa, and it is we call it an impressionable stone. And I actually gift them to all of my healing clients the first time they have a session. And I tell them how to to clear it, purify it, and then personalize it so that they have now, instead of in addition to emotional support pet, they could have an emotional support stone. And these agates they really do help support someone's energy for their greatest good going through the ups and downs of daily life. But these particular ones are reserved to hold the frequency of the archangels, Michael and Uriel.
Yep. That's really cool. Mm-hmm. Botswana agate.
That's right. Yeah. Oh.
And then on Sunday, the March 5th, we are doing an intuitive crystal healing
workshop.
Crystal healing workshop.
I think
it's from 1 to 5. And do you want to talk a little bit more about that one?
Sure. Yeah. It is an introduction to crystals and gemstones, and I cover the basics to some a little bit more advanced, and how to choose them, how to harmonize them, which is very important, and not many people even think of doing that. How to cleanse them, how to properly store them, how to charge them, and we do a little bit of meditations with them. Actually, a very special initiation meditation that my guides brought through that opens up your intuitive awareness into working with crystals and gemstones as they were utilized in one of the ancient civilizations, that the one prior to Atlantis. If you've heard of Atlantis, there's a one that predates that in the Pacific, where it was located, called Lemuria. And I am an expert on Lemurian seed crystals, and I'm the keeper of many of them. This is just one example of one, and it looks like this has been cut with lasers. This is a natural formation, and these are records. These are vibrational codes that activate your DNA. And well, what's the big deal? Why do I want my DNA activated? Well, it's because that's where all of your hidden powers, memories, and knowledge of all your previous incarnations and all of your spiritual growth and work is stored in the DNA, in the cells, in the memory of your cells. And also, a lot of the junk DNA is not junk DNA, but it's the DNA of our greater evolved new human. Starting to compare us right now. We know we use 10% of our brain, all this 10% capacity stuff. we're like the cell phone on low battery mode, right? It's just kind of, we've got enough to function, and that's due largely because of the lack of cosmic life force that's available to us. So as we were drifting farther away from the center of the galaxy, that cosmic energy became less and less and less, and we literally powered down. Some of us had more of that junk DNA active, the seers, the sages, the healers, the medicine people of the ages that had those abilities that seem miraculous, but are actually commonplace for the new human. So when you work with Lemurian seed crystals, you are activating your history, your personal soul's history, and all that you've studied and learned and mastered. But you're also accessing your abilities that are yet to come. As this unprecedented time, we're heading back towards the center of the galaxy, because nothing is really a loop. It's always a spiral. Every time around is different. We're always in motion, and this is a great shift where we're going to be rising in consciousness along with Mother Earth. It's her turn to ascend, and we're lucky enough to ride along with her. And so this may seem very esoteric, but it's very fundamental because our atomic structures are actually changing right now. And these Lemurian seed crystals really help to make that transition harmonious. So they're very important at this time. And I will be talking a lot about them during the workshop, kind of like I just did. But you'll have a chance to work with them and maybe possibly adopt one or two and really see how your quality of life can improve. So that's a little bit about that. I've also been requested to share a little bit about grid work, how to make crystal grids, and real crystal grids that actually increase energy fields and have a purpose and a program. There's a lot of crystal grids that look pretty, but they're just, made with emotion, and the mix of the energies is going to be kind of confusing. So there's real ways to do things, and there's the cute way to do things, and I prefer the real way. So if you're looking for quality education and experience, you got to check out this workshop that I'm going to be offering. Yeah.
So, like I said, it's Sunday, March 5th, from 1 to 5, and that also could be signed up. You can also sign up for that on the website as well. What else, Bradford?
I may be offering some private sessions, possibly.
Sure.
I don't know.
That's available.
It's available. Yeah. So my private sessions, I combine white time energy healing, which is much stronger than Reiki. It's not a diss to Reiki. Reiki is like the grade school, and you have to have that general ed, diploma, a college, high school degree, and then you want to move on to master's level. That's where the white time comes in, and we like to take the hand of Reiki practitioners and masters and lead them into an even greater expression of their healing abilities. So I offer the white time energy healing sessions combined with crystal and gemstone, combined with sound. Those are the three main modalities that I like to work with. And I call my sessions spiritual touch healing. And whatever comes in, and people report that they're very profound and powerful, and people have attained peace. They've shifted, cleared trauma from present and past life, childhood, resolved issues with family members, even deceased family members. Sometimes they come back in, and the departed people are seeking forgiveness, or the person who on earth they were still holding on to something, and the family member wasn't fully able to really transition. They were like hanging out, waiting for the living person to resolve the issue with them. So I do a lot of that sort of forgiveness work as well. Forgiveness work is pretty central, actually, to my work. Again, there's very powerful ways to work with forgiveness. And most people think they understand it, but there's so many subtle subtle ways that you can vary it that really have more profound effects than just saying, I'm sorry. That doesn't really quite cut it when you can be talking about, years and sometimes lifetimes of abusive, imbalanced patterns and behaviors. So, yeah. So I,
you need
can also
one time for that.
Hmm?
You definitely need some one-on-one time for
Yes,
that.
yeah, one-on-one time is very good. So I don't have my exact schedule yet, but all this information will be on Tracy's website and uh, on my newsletter. And so let your friends know, come hang out. I'm
Friends.
Yeah, and also this is also to plant some seeds for a return visit in May, where I will be offering the Level 1 Gemstone Healing Certification course for the White Time class that changed my life. And it's a great joy to be teaching those classes. And they're small, exclusive classes. And the initiations that come with those classes connect you to the consciousness of crystals in ways you will never learn from a book, from an online course, or from anything really, simply because the initiation is at the higher consciousness level, very, very sacred and very powerful. So yeah, you can learn more about my stuff on my website, Crystal Music Healing. Follow me on Instagram and Bradford Tilden, and on Facebook, my business page is Crystal Music Healing. And you can just reach out at any time. I don't bite. So, how's that? Yeah, I think that's good.
That was
All
fun.
right. Very
That was fun.
informal. Yes, it's always fun. All right. Well, I'm going to be signing off from YouTube. Thank you, whoever watched or whoever will watch this inaugural YouTube live. It's actually quite fun. And yes, and doing it as a shared Zoom screen is going to open up a lot of interesting possibilities in the future. All right. Let's see. Take care. Okay. So we're stopping the share. um,
Love it.
Once that goes up, I will send you the link.
Okay.
And